So in this episode we're going to two different castles, one of which is Bran's castle, or as you know, Dracula's castle. We are going to see a large shaft and floating virgins and discover what Blackpool has in common with Dracula. We are on our way to see Dracula's castle today, and then we might see a more realistic one tomorrow, but we'll see. But we're definitely seeing the bears tomorrow. Real bears. Wild bears. Well, just a tiny bit angry anyway.
Deep connection lights a spark. It's like you know me in the depths of my heart. We're dreamers. Don't care what other people say. We live it like this could be our final day. We're dreamers. Don't care what the others say. We're doing this in our way. We come alive in the nighttime. Something about how we dance in the moonlight. That look in your eyes, it tells me that you want me and all my loving. We come alive in the nighttime. You and I, we come.
The closer we get to the castle, the more ornate the buildings are getting. I'm not sure who's influenced who though. Oh, look at that one. It's all been renovated, it looks pretty.
What's your weakness? What's your type? Somehow I wanna know.
And just Halsey Road.
Yeah, like you do.
Well, he's having a munch, isn't he?
Yeah, feelings were out in the middle of.
I do. Our fuel alarm has just gone off, and it's only 11 or 12 kilometres to where we need to get petrol, and that's supposedly what we have left in the tank, all of which would be fine. Hang on as we go around this corner. I'm hoping to show you. The road ahead though is all of a sudden like this. Here it comes, here it comes. Yay!
Okay. Fuel update.
Fuel
As
update?
we're going downhill,
Yes.
it's now decided we've got 125 kilometres in the tank.
125 now because
Yeah.
we're going downhill. Okay. We'll keep you
So
posted.
we'll believe it.
So sometimes park for night doesn't work perfectly. So we got to the top, well we thought it was the top, but we're actually 150 metres short. And there's a bollard there now that never used to be there, it seems. So we've had to turn around and come all the way down. Well, I have just left the car park. Paul's catching me up, we had to pay for parking. And it's a beautiful cobblestone road. It's about a 15-minute walk, and I'm just going to take it slowly while he catches up, as I said. It appears it's the property of the royal family of Romania. Didn't even know they had one. So is that it, Paul? Is that it?
Yeah, it's the castle.
Is
Showing
it?
about the rust on the roof. Looks like my mate Gid might have done that one.
I can't put that in there. Beautiful setting on the way up. This is the restaurant complex. Before you get to the top, you can't park here. And this is, you used to be able to get up here, Paul reckons, but we don't know. Now this is my first glimpse. Paul came up here yesterday. He sent me a photo, which was very good. Very kind of him. And in case you didn't know, no guns. Pretty good backdrop, eh? What do you think? Oh, he's so funny. He's so funny. Might be difficult as we get up close to get it all in view. Pretty impressive. I'm really in love with it. He's back again. Hang on.
Yeah.
And although we have our 5-star hotel with us, this one looks rather nice. Wouldn't mind staying here, would you? There's a whole complex of buildings. Of course, the one I think is really good, the House of the Architect. Yeah, which isn't uncommon actually. You know, architects often used to build near their buildings, as it were, so that they could stay on site. But that's a bit opulent, isn't it?
It's a site hut.
It's a site hut, yeah. Yeah, they used to meet around there for the sandwiches in the morning. Do you remember that, boys? Remember that? The entry courtyard. Wonderful thing is everything's written out in English. Oh my God, look at that staircase. Oh wow, that's lovely. Oh, look what's at the top. Oh, this is beautiful, isn't it? Completely over the top. And this is why I like minimalism. Can you imagine how many people you would need to keep this clean? Ah, look at that ceiling. Maybe they didn't know what clean was. And as we speak, there's the cleaner. Anyway, that's the king and queen. The white ones I'm talking about. Yeah. When did you say it was built? It's quite late.
Between 1873 and 1914.
So,
for the first king
before
and
the
queen,
First
it
World
said.
War. Let's get through here. I think this is the armoury. Any castle of any repute has an armoury. I remember the first one I ever went into, which was Blair Castle in Scotland. Oh, look at the horsey though.
Built between 1903 and 1908 in German Neo-Renaissance style. They are displaying the royal collection of European weapons, 15th to 19th century, mostly German, also Spanish, French, Italian and Oriental.
Thank you. These daggers look as though they've got enamels recessed into them. So you've got to remember, this was built in 1883, which is about the same time as the Eiffel Tower. So that gives you some idea of how old it's actually not. This is the library, which is going to be difficult to film because it's not that large, but it has a wonderful spiral staircase, which was also built in the Renaissance style, as you can tell. 1883 again. So I'm assuming it was all built in 1883. I thought some of the rooms may have been later or earlier, but so far, all the same date. You can tell that's an old style stained glass window. First of all, it hasn't got many panes, and the colours are very modern. Like the heart though. Oh, hang on, ceiling, chandelier. Always love a good chandelier. Love the drama created by the different materials in the ceiling. I'm sure these guys are Ferengi. Look at those ears. Well, if you're talking about dining rooms, that's pretty impressive, isn't it? Oh, can you imagine having to seat all those people? All those name tags. This is the third reception room, and I'm going to call this the green room, only because it's got green curtains. Inscriptions from the Quran on that stained glass window. And yes, this is obviously the smoking the hubbly bubbly pipe, because there's one in the middle. Marble work by a Murano artist. Hence the similarity to the Doge's Palace. Now this room wasn't decorated until 1906, 1910, and you'll see all of these are reproductions of Rubens and Van Dyck. The entry hall from another viewpoint. Not quite sure what happened to that crest.
Obviously it's meant to be that way.
I think so. I think it's...
Nailed on and moved around. I've not gone anywhere.
No, but I think you're behind the pole. Anyway, stopping for a coffee, a strudel, very nice. It's the first decent pastry I've had in a while actually. There's a lot of countries that can't do pastry, so these must be imported. Oh, this one's my style. The Villa Economat. Still pretty cool. Okay, so we think it's bear poo. That's why I filmed it, because there are supposed to be bears around here. And later this evening we're going to a bear hide, so perhaps we'll be able to ask the bearologist if it's actually bear poo. Yep. Thanks, darling. Get off! So we're off to the next destination, which I think is the bear place. Are we going to the bear place next, darling?
Now we're going to another castle.
Oh, we are doing the castle.
Yeah, I
okay.
think it's too early.
We're just leaving the first castle and on our way to the next. We have a suite of castles. Well, two really. We just saw a sign that said watch out for bears. Oh look, there's some. Right on cue. signposted.
Find somewhere we can park this though.
Yep. Castle parking in there.
Yeah.
So this is what it's actually like at Dracula's castle. Just another tourist site. And it's storming. Tickets for the castle in there. Oh look, this is authentic. Oh good, okay, well this is the queue for the tickets. So half the time we're here we'll be queuing, I'm sure. You there? You're there.
I'm here.
Hello. So
In body.
in body, if not in spirit, exactly. So we're in the queue for Dracula's castle. We knew that, you know, it was going to be difficult to do both castles in one day. Queue is for the tickets, and I'll show you where it is. I think I'll show you where it is. It's just up there. There. And this is the queue, and this is very much like Blackpool. Have a look. That's a haunted house. I kid you not.
Okay.
Finally got through. Look at the length of the queue now. It's not so big on this side, funnily enough. So this is genuinely medieval, okay, 14th century, and it was Queen Marie of Romania's favourite residence. Fish. There she is.
It takes a while to see them in that green water.
It does. Right, come on, let's go to the
Yeah,
time
it's,
tunnel. Woo! We think this is the entry. It's 12th hand. 12 people have owned it. Oh, I don't know if I'll buy it.
In 1897, the Irish book writer Bram Stoker gave the world an imaginary character that even today fascinates its audiences from all over the world. Dracula, an immortal Transylvanian count, thirsty for innocent blood.
Yeah, read the rest yourself. Oh, sorry. I've spoiled your moment.
You did.
I did. Look, and these are the different periods of time and different empires it's been in. If you're a vampire, you can't come in unless you're invited. I saw Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Know what you're talking about.
Get in here,
Oh,
smart.
thank you.
Looks like Dracula's font.
Calm.
I told him to bring the teeth, but he didn't.
I'm correct.
Oh, they've got real lilies in here. Yeah, you can smell them because obviously otherwise it's pretty stuffy. Because they don't open the windows. And look at the size of these floorboards. Look at the size of them. I don't think we've ever seen floorboards which must be almost a foot wide. They're awesome. Again, same as South Sturt Hall. This is a typical medieval staircase because they were always in small proportion for the servants so they could just appear in a room. A fireplace in every room. And it's quite surprising. That must have been for the servants.
Also be for the guards on the border.
Yes, of course, because yes, this is a border castle. You'd have seen it on the maps earlier. It's almost always been on the border of two different countries. Ham acting. Now this is a really large room, one of the largest we've been in. And they've got a fire knock. And obviously that chimney joined the other chimneys. But look, darling little seat. And then you come out to the veranda. Be protected from all that snow.
Here we are in Bran Castle, also known as Castle of Count Dracula. And Kim said, "Aren't you suspicious? You're a bit worried about vampires?" I said, "No, not at all. But there's never anything wrong with a little bit of extra insurance."
And another staircase. Another cute one. Okay, here we go again.
The other thing is time tunnel. It's not a late, not a recent addition, 1930s.
7. Paul keeps going on about these virgins in white gowns, you know, and I had no idea what he was going on about. Obviously it was a film at some stage. And I missed it. Gee, I missed it. seriously, it's you. I adore these stairs, they're great. They're what every kid imagines a castle to be like. Stairs everywhere, secret stairs, public stairs, general stairs, and other stairs. It's very organic as well, this one. Look at this, everywhere. There's these wonderful curves. You kind of feel as though it was added onto period furniture. Yeah, it was King Ferdinand's bedroom. He obviously took his hat off before he went to bed.
It's so painful.
You can take your hat off. So yeah, look, these are heaters. There was one in his bedroom as well. It's a defence corridor. The defence corridor connected the defence towers and assured easy access to the embrasures opening towards the road during the restoration work. And you can read the rest.
Too much.
Too much for me. It's so sweet the way it hangs off though. Well, it's the way of getting around from each of the towers. South Church Hall hasn't got this, is it? Eh?
No.
Oh no.
No.
No. Obviously it had its own well. Great outlook.
Not bad from here either. Hey, darling.
Hello, darling. That's getting cut out. Layer upon layer upon layer. And, now we're back to the stonework, which is most probably from the original. We were just reading how many times it's been changed. And, of course, many, many additions. So the red line shows you what was already in existence, and then you can see how much they had to excavate. And then at the end you can see where they put the oculus window into that last bit. So it's a big cylindrical shaft.
In 1937, Queen Mary decided to install an electric elevator on this spot. They covered 27 meters. She had the help of the Royal Courts architect. It was a Czech, Karel Lehmann. Mary installed the elevator because she had some problems, health conditions, and she wanted to exit from the castle and go back in more comfortably.
She
because
didn't
was
like
happy.
stairs. Right,
Can go there for-
come on then, the ride is open.
Yeah.
All 4 at a time. Right.
Why do we say about this is the time tunnel? Because it's the only elevator that climbs into history and descends into the future. So see you in the future.
There we go. Back to back.
The future.
When the door shut completely, you will turn and face the screen.
Right, the screen is here. Yeah.
No.
There.
Oh, that screen.
Yeah, there it is. But that's the same.
So the ghost.
Yeah.
Oh!
Yes, this is what the movie is. Game of Thrones, right? Game of Thrones?
Oh, it's on your side too, look. They run around. Oh no, they're coming in!
It's alright, as I told you, we are safe from the vampires.
Right, after you. Oh, that's cool. Oh, well, that was fun.
Then ethereal watery tarts get everywhere.
They do, don't they? This is the bit where we've got to touch it, isn't it?
I don't
What have we got to do?
No, I think if you move,
It will.
it interacts.
It does something. What does it do? Oh no, it's through there.
Oh look, no.
Oh, there it is. Ready? 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 Stay there. Go on. What? 3, 2, 1. Oh, that's the
Down.
photo.
Yes.
Oh.
You're not in it, look.
Oh. I missed it. Okay, come on, let's go through. Is it 3, 2, 1? Ah, it's gonna do it again. All right, that's it. Had enough. You'll go. Ah. Well, that was fun. I want to see this Oculus window. Gee, I hope this is still recording. Oh, look at that. Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm turning you off.
Yes.
Well, okay, seriously, which castle did you prefer?
What's that on my neck? What was it?
Oh, funny vampire.
Oh, there's spots.
Oh,
yeah.
there's spots. You'll get spots. Which castle did you prefer?
This one was far more fun.
Yeah.
Far more sort of authentic, if you like. Proper history to it. Yeah, and quite dramatic in its own way.
Yeah, I liked it. As I said, I like the scale of it simply because the rooms are smaller. It wasn't fake, even if it's been added to. You can tell it's old. And yeah, the other one was just sort of faux. Yeah, fake. But still worth a visit.
And
Quite
come out
seriously.
through the time lift and the time tunnel.
Yeah, and that was good fun. That really was good fun. You don't expect that type of thing in an old castle. They did well to incorporate it. Well, you know what you're going to get. Bye.